So what we're here to talk about is the title of this webinar is throwing out your Black Friday playbook. And I don't know if you're like me, but Black Fridays used to be fun and exciting. And I mean, they still are, don't get me wrong, but it used to be that it was always, what are brands going to do? And it was some big exciting thing. And I remember as a kid waiting out in line in front of stores. Oh, you might be seeing a pop-up on your screen right now. Just go ahead and click an answer to that one, and then it'll go away. But it used to be people would camp out in front of Best Buy for the promotions, and now it's just kind of turned into a generic thing, and everyone runs a sale, and the sales are starting sooner. I don't know about you, but it's starting to be called Black Friday month. Some people call it Cyber 10, which is like the 10 days kind of around starting the Sunday before Black Friday, but it's turned into more of a month-long event. So I don't know if you're like most, well, you probably are, but in a few weeks, this is what almost all of your customers are going to see. Their inbox is going to be flooded with offers that look very much like this. Black Friday sale, 25% off everything, 50% off everything, 40% off the entire store, sale on now. Like this is exactly what my inbox looks like from around November 20th and on. But the problem with this is there's no exclusivity. It's boring. Like I don't know about you, but there might be a couple brands that I look specifically for. So there might be one that I want a deal from, and I'll go and I'll see if they emailed, but I'm certainly not going to see an email with that subject line and go, whoa, 20% off this brand, and impulsively buy something. It's usually that I'm waiting to buy something from a brand I already know I'm going to buy something for. And then when I see the email come in, I might click it and go in. And the problem with this is, it does not make customers feel in any way special. It blends in with every other Black Friday and all the Cyber Monday noise. It's extremely low converting. In fact, Black Friday emails convert 0.25% of regular emails, which is crazy because you would think they actually convert higher, but because people are just trying to clear out their inboxes and just look for the few that they actually want to buy from, Black Friday emails actually have much lower conversion. It's just really the same old blah, blah, blah. So don't feel bad though. Everyone does this, and you're probably guilty of sending a similar email or even running a certain type of, or this type of a promotion. And that's not the end of the world. And you're not alone, but we can do better. So store-wide sale blasts, the bottom line, they don't stand out. And it's noise. And actually during the 2023 Cyber 10 window, over 1 billion emails were sent. This was from an OmniSend report. 1 billion emails. So like, it's pretty tough to stand out in that kind of noise. And on Black Friday alone, it was 194 million emails sent. So generic offers are going to get buried. So what do we do? Well, before we get into that, what do we know about our customers? What do we know about your existing customers? Well, we know that your existing customers have a much higher probability of buying than new customers. In fact, marketing to existing customers, there's 60 to 70% higher chance of buying than marketing to a new customer. And actually it costs a lot less as well too. We know that they spend more. Marketing to your existing customers on average spends 67% more than marketing to new customers. And they're 50% more likely to try new products too. So if you have a new promotion for the holidays, they're 50% more likely to try it and 67% more likely than new customers to buy. We also know there's much higher profits to be made with existing customers. In fact, this is a weird stat, and most people, the reason I put the small bullet points under here is when you see it, you're like, well, that doesn't make sense. The math doesn't math, as my wife says. A 5% increase in customer retention can increase profit 25 to 95%. So how does a 5% increase 95%? Well, this is actually done by a Harvard Business Review. And the reason is it increases purchase volume. It increases average order volume. It reduces marketing costs. and it increased word of mouth marketing. So you might increase 5% retention, but then those customers have a higher word of mouth, and it increases price insensitivity, or you could say decreases price sensitivity. So meaning if you have higher retention rates, the longer a customer stays around, the less sensitive they are to price comparison, comparing you to your competitors' pricing. So this is what we know about our existing customers. Now, what do we know about how they think about loyalty? So one of the key principles of the human psychology is we place a high value on things that are perceived as rare. I don't think this is a surprise or a shocker to anyone, but this is a known fact about how people think about loyalty. When customers feel they're getting special treatment and when they feel valued and appreciated, this is an emotional connection that makes them less likely to switch to competitors, and it actually encourages them to spend more and repeat and buy more when they feel special in some way. Okay, now think back to that email screen that you saw a couple slides ago. Was there any subject lines that made you feel special? Was there anything that made it you feel perceived as rare or limited? I mean, maybe because the sale will be running out in a couple days, but you could say that about every Black Friday sale. Okay, we also know that gated offers convert much higher than generic offers. In fact, gated offers during sales convert around 11%, where regular offers, regular landing pages convert around just 2%, which is the standard. Actually, the global e-commerce conversion rate's around 1.7 or 1.8. So it's really only like a couple points better than the global conversion rate. Now think back to those email subject lines that you just saw. Was any of those gated in any way? No, they were just all the store-wide sales. So the traditional Black Friday playbook that treats everyone just like a new customer and here's your sale, it's just inherently flawed. It's inefficient. It doesn't work. We can do better. Okay. Enough with all the preamble. You're probably wondering, so what do we do? So we're going to turn this year all of your existing customers into VIPs. Now, there's a lot of reasons this is really important, but this is, imagine instead of those email subject lines that you saw, imagine these subject lines instead. Your private Black Friday price is live. Log in to see it. Now, that makes me want to click it. What do you mean log in to see it? I don't know what my price is, but if you just plaster 25% off store-wide, there's no curiosity. You've answered the question, delete. I know the sale is there if I need it, but that will make me want to log in. The Black Friday sale you won't see on our website. Not public. Your VIP pricing inside. You're in. Everyone else isn't. A price we can't publish. Log in to reveal. Something special was just added to your account. Log in to see. You can come up with different variations of these, but these do a couple things. They pique curiosity. They make the customer feel special and valued, and not just a generic customer like everyone else. Because they are an existing customer, you can even word something, and this would be in the body of your email though, because you've purchased from it before, or as an existing customers, we've added you to our VIP membership to enable VIP pricing for you. So this is going to be pricing that's not shown on your website. They actually have to log in to see it. That's the beauty of it. And so actually this was from, I have the report up in a second here. I forget that I'm drawing a blank on who did the study, but these two subjects lines, what do you think the difference in conversion is between these two? One is Black Friday sale live, take 30% off. And the second subject line was just log in to see your VIP price. Campaign Monitor, that's who it was, released this 2 years ago. The simple subject line, log in to see your VIP price, converted 26% better than every other Black Friday subject line. So, I mean, there's like one super easy takeaway that has nothing to do with just that subject line, log in to see your VIP price, converted better than 26% better than every other subject line of all Black Friday emails. It's crazy because it makes them feel special, piques curiosity, makes them feel different, and have some exclusivity. Okay, so how do we actually do this though? is the question. It's easy to say, yes, treat my customers like VIP, give them VIP pricing, but what do we actually do to actually achieve this on your Shopify store? Well, you could maybe create a coupon code, and this does kind of work. You could create a coupon code and share it with people in the email, and this is an exclusive coupon code. There's a lot of challenges with this, though. Coupon codes always get leaked. Always. There's browser plugins that will when they get leaked, they automatically, Honey and others will automatically put those coupon codes in your checkout. They're very messy to create and manage. It conflicts sometimes with other sales and other discounts when you have stacking coupon codes. Customers miss them sometimes in the email. If they don't see it and then they go to your site, they don't actually see a discounted price. So that might not drive conversion. They got to copy and paste it. They lose it. It doesn't feel exclusive. It doesn't make them feel like a VIP, but you can kind of achieve it with a coupon code. But what if you could give true VIP member access, meaning when a customer logs in to their account, they actually get their VIP pricing. No coupon codes to get leaked. Easy to set up, no coupon codes conflicting with others and stacking coupon codes. Customers instantly see the discount, so they perceive the discount right away. They don't have to wait until they get to checkout and then enter a coupon code to see what the discount is. They see it the second they log in on your site. No coupon codes to keep track of. And now we know that also this type of engagement drives 26% more email traffic. That's insane. And it makes customers feel like a true VIP versus just here's a coupon code. So I'm going to show you how to set this up. And I'm going to walk through just a short little video here and kind of tell you, I was going to do it live, but just to make sure when I'm switching tabs on the screen sharing, it was a little bit tough. So I just recorded myself doing this literally 45 minutes before this webinar. So I'm going to show you how easy it is to set this up. We use an app. There's actually only one way to do this on Shopify. It's with an app called Custom Pricing, which I'm going to tell you about in a second. We're actually going to make this app completely free. Katrina, don't put the details up on that yet. But we're going to make it completely free for the holidays, all the way up until the end of this year. But I'm going to get to that in a second. But here's how this works. Let me hit play on here. So what this app does is it lets you create different customer groups. So you simply create, so this is a store that already has a wholesale customer group. Now I'm going to create a VIP customer group. And I'm going to call this VIP 1 because you can have different levels of VIP customers and different statuses. And I'm going to give 30% off. And I'm going to get to this in a second, but I can auto tag these customers by how much they spend, what products they buy, but I'm going to get to that in a second. But first, we're going to just do a very simple setup. I'm going to give this an internal name, VIP level 1. You can have level 2, level 3, level 4, and I'm going to apply this across the whole store. Now, if you wanted different categories of products to have different deals, I'll show you how to set that up in a second, but that's it. That's all I have to do to set that up. Now, if I did want to, let's say, make my clothing 10% off for VIPs in different categories, I would just come over here. I would create a pricing group. Let's call it clothing. I'm going to leave everything. I'm going to just do a percentage discount. You can set the prices if you want. And I'm going to pick clothing collection. You can pick product type, vendor, or you can hand select products too, anything you want there. And now, instead of this being 30%, I'm going to set this to 17. And if I wanted to add different quantity breaks for VIPs, I can do that as well here too. So VIPs get bulk pricing and not. And then I would hit save. And then this would make it so my clothing is 17% off. Okay, so now I'm on the front end of the store. And if you notice those prices there, $299, I'm going to change this customer's tag here to VIP-1. So that's all you have to do is apply that tag to this customer. I'm going to hit save. Now I'm going to go back to the front end of the store. So the prices are still, notice what they are. I'm going to hit refresh. And now the prices adjust because I'm logged in. I'm logged in as this customer. So now the customer, there's no coupon code. It literally changes the prices. Now, just to kind of show how this works, if I would have tagged this customer wholesale, and I'll remove the VIP-1 tag. I'll go back to the front end. Now I'm logged in as this customer, but now this customer has a wholesale tag instead of VIP. I'll do the same thing. Notice it, I'll just hit refresh. And Now the wholesale prices are shown. So whatever the tag the customer has, the right prices will show. Now, it's actually very easy to set this up. You're thinking, whoa, I've got thousands of customers. How would I do this? You can go to your customer section and just hit the top selection to select all your customers. Now, this store only has a couple, but I'll just open a store here real quick that has a lot of customers. So when you select that box, you can just say select all customers. If you want to have filters, you can do like customers that have spent a certain amount. I would suggest doing all your existing customers. And then come over here and where it says more actions, just go add tag. And you're going to apply that tag. Now it already exists in this store, so I'm just going to select it. But if it didn't, you would just create it here. And then with literally a click, it will apply to every single customer that you just have selected. And since we selected every customer in the store, I just made every customer a VIP customer. So now if I open it up, you can see this customer previously had another tag. It added it to it. If they don't have a tag, they'll only have that tag now. So now every customer has a tag. Now I can go out and send my email campaign and just say, just log in and you'll get your VIP pricing. Now, what if someone just bought something right now though, and they didn't get that tag, right? But before you send your email campaign. So we'll go back to this auto tag. And what you can do is auto tag customers by history. So you can set up a rule where money spent is equal to, let's say, or greater than $1 or more. This would probably work for every order if you don't have orders less than $1. Or you can say number of orders is greater than, well, if you want to have greater than one or more order, you probably want to set this to 0. And then that will auto tag any customers that have one or more orders. So if you tag all your customers and then 10 minutes later an order is placed, that customer will get the tag VIP pricing as well. And what you can actually do is set up an email to automatically let customers know they just became a VIP member. So you can have different emails for different tags, but so for this tag, I want to send this email. Hey, you're now part of our VIP club. Congratulations, John. You now get access to our VIP pricing, which is 30% off, whatever it is. That's how easy that is to set up. Now, the only other thing, this is if I did want to adjust. So that's how easy that is to set up. You can literally have VIP pricing, whether it's 20,000, 50,000 customers in minutes. Now, as I mentioned just before I sent that video, we do want to make this free for everyone on this webinar. So if actually, Katerina, if you can put up if you what we'd like to do is make this completely free until the end of the year. So that means you can use it through the holidays it doesn't cost a penny. We will help onboard you and set it up if you need. It's pretty easy to figure out, but we have people that will actually get on a call with you and help you set it up and set your different VIP pricing up. And we'll walk you completely through that so that this year you don't just stand in with every single other email that lands in everyone's inbox. So go ahead and click yes on there and we'll reach out to you to let you know how to actually set that up. Now, it gets better though. So back on the screen so I can switch here. So getting customers to feel like a VIP customer through the holidays is great. It's going to increase conversion. It's going to increase spending. It's going to make customers feel emotionally connected with your brand. Everything about it's good. But how do you get them to feel that way all year long? That's really the goal, is to maximize this traffic over the holidays and turn it into year long. And so one of the things we know is that loyalty, specifically paid loyalty, we'll get into, makes customers feel like they spend more. Loyalty is feeling like a VIP is a huge driver of how customers spend. Emotionally engaged customers will spend 2 times more than non-emotionally engaged customers, and 82% will always buy from their chosen brand that they're emotionally engaged with. And actually it goes the opposite way too. When customers remove any of benefits they have for VIP status, they actually see double digits decline in satisfaction. So you've probably been part of this where you've been part of some type of VIP program and then they take away some benefits. It actually has a negative effect as well too. You actually want to always be increasing benefits. So the benefits don't just have to be price. They can be access to other things, partner benefits, but we'll go down that path. But has a huge impact, because the bottom line is when customers feel like VIPs, they return more, and they spend more. And it's not just my opinion. This is a fact. And the biggest brands in the world are all adopting. It's actually one of the biggest trends right now in e-commerce is adopting membership, paid membership, VIP. You want to lock in your customers. And so one of the best ways to do this is through paid loyalty. And there's a lot of data that shows the difference between paid loyalty and free loyalty. And so free loyalty is you've probably walked into a store at a mall, bought something, and they've offered you a loyalty. Hey, do you want to join our loyalty program? And you can't be bothered to take 60 seconds to join the loyalty program. But yet there's other brands you shop with that you will pay $100 a year or more to be part of their paid loyalty program. And that's because it's a brand that you feel emotionally connected with. And the reason why brands want to get you to pay is paid loyalty members spend a lot more. They refer a lot more. They're less price sensitive. Everything about a paid loyalty member is better. And so paid loyalty members spend 60% more, where free members spend only around 30. Free loyalty doesn't attract the best types of customers. They're often those discount hunters that really don't engage until they get a certain amount of points and they might redeem them, but it doesn't actually drive consumer behavior or buying behavior. The paid is you actually feel like a VIP insider. The free is I'm on an email list and I get perks every now and then. But the best brands in the world actually do a little bit of both. They do have free loyalty, but then they move them into paid. There's Sephora has their insider club, and then you can move into the Rouge, and Barnes & Noble has a club, and then you can move into Noble Premium. There's a lot of brands that are realizing that the best way to get them in is to get a taste of VIP and loyalty and then move them into paid. And now you could just keep your customers as VIP customers all year long. And once they buy a certain amount, or you can make it because they spend a certain amount a year. Because one of the things you can do with the custom pricing app is after they spend a certain amount, they unlock it. But truly the best way to do it is to tie it to a recurring membership subscription. And with Bold subscriptions, it tags customers. And so you can then unlock VIP pricing. So as long as they're a subscriber, they're a VIP. That's the best way to keep them engaged all year long. And so what you want to do is after the holiday season, send them some type of an offer to join your subscription program. And when they do, make sure they know that because they're all subscribers get this VIP treatment all year long. So the pricing that they just got is going to be revert back to normal on December 15th, unless you're a subscriber. That's the whole premise. You want to give them a taste of what it's like to be a VIP, and then give them an easy path to keep it year long by becoming a subscriber, and then they'll stay around, right? So Bold subscriptions is one of the apps we use that lets customers obviously pay on a recurring billing model, and it can be for products, it can be for any type of subscription, but the whole idea is you want to move them into a recurring payment model, get them in through Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and then get them to subscribe. Now, when you create this type of a program, you use VIP pricing to stand out, to capture them, to make them feel engaged. They have to log in to see their access, and then you convert them to ongoing paid. It's really, you can do just one. You can just do VIP for the holidays, but when you can convert them to ongoing recurring paid year long, that's where you really, really see the benefit. And those ongoing recurring payment customers, they're going to spend more, they're going to refer more, they're going to be less price sensitive, all the benefits. And you can go to Google or ChatGPT or any tool you use and just say, what are the differences in revenue impact between paid membership and free membership, or paid loyalty and free loyalty? So don't just take my word for it. There's a ton of data now. This really started to become a thing around 2016, paid loyalty, and it's just growing, and every brand is trying to get a hold of it in some way. So the other app that we wanted to make free for you was our subscription app. So for joining this webinar, we want to give you that app completely free for a year. All the subscription fees. So that's actually a $899 value. It's $49 a month, basically. So we're going to make that completely free for a year. There is transaction fees, but that's not going to be applied. Or sorry, the transaction fees are normal, but the subscription fees are completely free. So Katrina, can you put that back up, just in case anyone missed this? So we're going to offer this for both. So if you made it this far in the webinar, this is your thanks for, I guess, staying on here. But if you're interested in learning how to activate this, just click yes. It's not available like in the App Store on our website. This is a webinar exclusive. So someone will send you a link, but we do need to let you know how to activate it. So just hit yes there and submit, and then someone will reach out and tell you how to activate it. It's actually quite simple. So that's our goal for this Black Friday, Cyber Monday season, is that you treat your customers like VIPs and you get them to feel like a VIP and not just blend in with all the noise of every other brand that will send 1 billion emails this holiday season. So I think that's my last slide on here. I'm just going to go one more. Yeah. Nicole, I see your question here. That offer is for new subscription merchants, but we definitely have something. If you're an existing subscription user with Bold, if you clicked yes to that, we have something for you as well too. So that free for a year was just for new subscription merchants. But if you're already using it, let us know if you clicked yes there. If not, we can just send you an email. We have something for you as well too. So whether you're a Bold user or not. So if there's any questions, I haven't been able to keep a super close eye on the Q&A because I've been talking, but feel free to put them in now. If you did select yes, no problem, Nicole. We will, someone will be reaching out to you. If you haven't heard from them in like the next minute here, just hang on. Don't hang up at the end of the webinar, because we have to send you a special link and just kind of let you know how to activate that. So I'm going to turn off my camera, but just if you wanted to get that offer, just hang on for a couple minutes and someone will be messaging you. Again, it's completely free. It's not a sales thing. We just want to get you activated and help you set this up. Onboarding is free. We will actually help you set up these offers as well too, if you need. This is definitely one of the ways that you can stand out this Black Friday. So thanks everyone for watching. And like I said, if you haven't heard from someone yet and you said yes, just hang on for a couple minutes and someone will get you all the details you need very soon. Thanks everyone.